I don't know, man. This is so painful. Hearthstone is like killing me. I'm like, wow, I'll just enjoy some insanity again. Why do I have this thing anymore? I just want to not just ban it, fucking annihilate. Kill people who fucking made Hearthstone. Who fucking does that shit? And the worst thing of all, nothing works. My fucking tablet fell down on the floor and my computer just went bam. There's a problem with your computer. Blue screen of death. How does that fucking happen, dude? How is my friend such a piece of shit and couldn't fucking give me a computer that does not just die from a simple fucking hit somewhere randomly from my tablet dropping down on the ground where it doesn't drop down on a fucking computer? I guess it did drop on the computer. I guess it did, though. Smashed a little bit. A tablet. Wow. From a table. What is this, like? 30 centimeters? That's all it takes. Just knock knock and my computer just gets turned off. But I was enjoying Hearthstone too. So I'm like double angry, man. Just fuck. What do I do, man? Why is this so insane? Who crafted this life? Because now I feel like fucking entire life is crafted. I lost my entire progress on trying to fucking rant. I hit first hour, and it fucking sucks, man. I hit first hour again, it fucking sucks. I go to sleep, basically. Because I was like, holy shit, I'm so frustrated. Look how frustrated I am. All these things I want to think about and talk about and fucking do. And it just fucking starts crashing now. Okay, thank you. My progress is reset because I didn't fucking save an archive. So now I need to fucking load something from at some point. I don't know from which point now I have to fucking load things anymore. I know at some point yeah. This is very, very fucking stupid. Because I pretty much probably have to load all of this stuff. So let's fucking go. Let's do recovery of everything. Wow. Wow, okay. Did I not fucking put a dot? You fucking assholes. Everyone is a fucking asshole. Every single person is a fucking asshole. It's like, what has happened to the world? I have not met a fucking normal person. I know I'm not normal. Okay? I know that. But I was trying to meet a normal person for the rest of my life, basically. To understand what the fuck normal is. To become normal somehow. It's impossible. Why I was born in this fucking stupid shitty world? Who do I kill to die fast? You know? How do I turn into quickly dying demon? That's my main quest, man. It's the first thing I want to fucking do. This piece of shit fucking keep happening. It's insane. Hearthstone is insane, dude. The comebacks are insane that people make. Literally clutch comebacks. I wish I had it recorded, but I can't. I only have to play Hearthstone and show it to you. And what I figure out about Hearthstone is that it feels good to play, so that's all there is, you know? Finally someone figured out controls that it feels good to play, so it doesn't really matter what kind of experience you get. It's always going to be a positive experience. Well, but this is where the games are right now. If it feels good to play, like shooters feel good to play, so people just play them. You know, it's like why people play shooters? Why are they so scared of venturing outside of this one genre or something? Well, I know the answer for that. It's very simple. Controls make the whole fucking difference. Learning Hearthstone is a little bit of a fucking challenge too. Learning how to enjoy Hearthstone is a fucking challenge. I like challenges, so I fucking take on. I don't know what everyone else is doing, because holy shit is it insane what kept on fucking happening. Just RNGesus, man. But it's worse than that. You build a board, you know you're gonna win, and they take it over from you the moment you're winning and setting up checkmates, basically. What the fuck does that mean? How does that make you feel? You lose the game where you started checkmating your opponent. What kind of tools do you need to have to be able to just take away the game so easily? I'm astonished. And I know, like, if my deck just fine-tuned that one fucking sprinkle of problem where I leave my opponent hanging with, like, 1 health or something. Once I iron that sprinkle out and figure out what is that little shitty, stupid fucking card do I need to take over, then I fucking get through all, obviously. So now we have everything under control, obviously, as well. I have all my points back, which is 24,000 now. However, I still need to tinker the Link, Team Craft, Jinx. She only deserves 15 points. Link Team Heart with Invader 100% because she's a streamer. Wait. Why didn't she level up? What's wrong? I will take away stuff from you too. Team Craft. Oh yeah, but I give them the Vsauce, so I get Link. Where's that stupid... Oh, I'm not taking away anything, actually. Okay, then Team Heart. Fuck my life. Fast. Let's go fast. Gotta go fast. What else do we have? This is it, right? I just need a Vsauce. Put it into set Link Team Heart. If I fuck anything up, it's so bad. Yeah, my computer turns off and now, like, wow. I just got set back quite a bit. I didn't even expect my computer to be able to do that. That's like a fucking backflip. You just drop your tablet on top of your computer, 30 centimeters, fall, casually. Blue screen of death. Wow. This must be a really old computer now. This must be like a really fucking stupid life that I'm living. If people can't figure things out properly. Fast enough. But they still demand money, so money literally just slows things down. You know? It slows me down because, like, oh, I have to think about money now. It's something that everyone has over the top amount. Something that I need $50 fucking to survive, and I'm like, cool guys, I chill here, fucking assholes. You wanna do your stupid jobs? You wanna get yourself filthy rich? Fucking go and work as much as you fucking want, but just give me a fucking break. You have power over me now, Congratulations. You can have all these fucking travels and all these wastes of time, all this smoking and drinking fucking activities, everything you fucking can imagine. But just give me a fucking dollar. If you're trying to do that in my environment. If you want to be a fucking asshole in my environment right now. If you want to fucking ruin my life. But what do I fucking do? I can't say that to a fucking person. I can't punch someone in the face. That means I can't even talk to them. Okay? If I can punch someone in the face, I can't talk to them. And I will talk about all of this again, as I'm trying to, again. I guess playing Hearthstone is the worst thing that you can do if you're trying to make a video and not let your computer fucking die. I went so fucking hardcore crazy, dude. I don't like copying fucking decks. I want to build them. I want to have all these skills and not feel like a fucking loser when I have skills. How is that fucking fair? It's ridiculous. Well, it does make you a loser because everyone wants to win and have a skill maxed out, basically, and show your middle finger every time you say, I'm bumping you, you can test my skill, basically. Oh, I'm level 30. No, but you lose because I'm level max 100. Wow, dude, I didn't ask for your stupid level. I know you're a fucking robot. I asked for my own level, constantly, because I have to talk to myself all the time. Because nobody exists anymore. If people are escaping reality so easily, why the fuck should I stay here? What's the fucking point? But for some reason, one thing is for sure, people's ability to speak is not maxed out. Because they can't just brag about, oh, I maxed out this one thing that nobody cares about, except some people who are still bumping into it for like 1 year only, you know? And at some point you will be obsolete. You'll have to pick up a new skill and max it out. And you know how to do it, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna fucking do it. Because you're presented with life and death choice, right? It's gonna make you fucking confused, yeah. This is how people die. This is why they die in the first place, okay? New technology gets introduced. You have maxed yourself out. You're like this super cool fucking piece of shit person. And yeah. You're presented with the choice because technology presents us with an escape from you. From you! We constantly need escape from these stupid assholes. They escape reality in order to start bending it and fucking rip it apart. Like fucking demons they are. Bunch of fucking scamming demons, man. I want to be a demon. You know? A suicidal demon. Wow, teach me, senpai. I don't see that happening. Why are people smart enough not to kill themselves right now? What is happening? Or maybe dumb enough. Because maybe I'm too fucking smart now. And I fucking can't understand anything. I know, it's just two little things, again, pricking me apart. Like, I can't play Hearthstone without being abused by these maxed out people. And I can't look at my computer and feel like, wow, this is truly my computer. No, this is just a box of shit, man. If it fucking reacts this way. And I can't fucking touch it. And I don't know how to set it up anymore. And it's such a fucking garbage thing. Saying that it's worth 500 euros is a fucking disgrace. But I took it anyways because I'm in emergency mode. You know? Fuck it, dude. New computer still sucks. So, yeah, cool. Apparently. I'm okay with that. At least I have a computer. Haha. People in here starving. I am starving, okay? Fucking bullshit. I'm starving for actual jobs that I could do, because I would do them if people were not fucking stupid, but because I'm so disrespected and non-existent, I don't want to do anything for anyone. You know? Do it for yourself. What am I gonna do when I grow up? Who am I gonna fucking talk to? I don't want to exist surrounded by so much bullshit. Yeah, eventually, like, I'm gonna pick up all the good pieces and all that stuff, and I'm hoping that it's gonna happen. This is why this is the beginning of the rant. We're gonna smoothen the edges and, well, yeah, introduce more and more and more and more tempo breakers, so to speak. Something that will turn around my game. Maybe I'm just frustrated, you know, and I still don't know how to build decks anymore. Like, fuck me. I still don't know that. That is still too difficult for me. How the fuck? Alright, so obviously, like, back off right now. There's two things out of control. There's also my dad working around me and doing his own shit. And I'm like, I'm so fucking angry. I'm growing my fucking anger instead of being fucking happy. And I don't care. I don't care what his personality, if he can stop me or not. I don't care anymore. He breaks me. Okay? I'm like, when I look at my dad in any shape or form, just be aware about him. Okay, let's put it this way. I am aware of my dad. I'm like, who's the first one to die? You know? This is what I'm fucking thinking about. Who's gonna be the first one to die? It's a very interesting question to me, all of a sudden. Very compelling question. You know, I was compelled by, like, oh, I could make Discord bots, because Discord looks like the future. You know, this used to be compelling to me last hour, which has been deleted. You know, it's not compelling to me anymore. I don't want to entertain anyone. I don't want to do jack shit to anyone anymore. Okay? At least not positive. I'm certainly willing to do negative things. I just want to figure it out. Sometimes you have to be incredibly smart to just turn into a demon that fucking can satisfy everything. The need to murder people. Why do I have this fucking need? And how do I satisfy it? Wow. I keep on trying to satisfy it in normal ways. How reality works around me. But eventually, sometimes reality breaks. Just like as you see in this fucking context. If you max something out, if I'm like get too angry, the reality breaks. But at the same time, if I'm asking for help, I can break reality as much as I fucking want, dude. As much as I fucking want. If I am willing to accept help, I can break reality as much as I want. I don't care anymore. If I figure out how to do it, and nobody figured it out, and I figure it out with full sanity. Now, again, there's always twists. Like, okay, I have full sanity now. Why is figuring out so important when you max out? Usually when you max out, you actually sacrifice everything. Okay. You do sacrifice your sanity at the same time. Perhaps that's why Twin Towers are so important as a concept. More of a DNA concept. Two things twisted together. Because one holds one, or like brain separate, or just duality in general. But I'm calling Twin Towers just because it's so conceptually powerful. And maybe it's going to be useful too. Like, I'm so frustrated, there's just so much to talk about. And everything got reset again and again. And it just keeps going that way. And I would probably reset it again because I'm maxing out on anger. What the fuck is happening? Even this is not working anymore. This is supposed to be super easy progress for me. Yes, each time it's getting harder because I have more and more experience. And now I'm faced with a completely next level insane rant session that I can't complete anymore because for some reason I keep making mistakes. That's amazing now. I have entered a fucking uncharted territory. I've never thought it was possible. Okay. That my rants are gonna start dying. Like this. Obviously, it will go away. Over time. I'm fine with that. But holy shit, am I not fine right now. Fuck. Did I put Vsauce in there? I don't think so. But it's best to double check. It should be in the end if I would put it. Link Team Craft Vsauce. Ignorance is not a bliss. Ignorance is a bliss for people who want to wake up later in the game, basically. Once you wake up, you're gonna be like, wow, this is Demon Land, please someone kill me. Okay? Someone make me ignorant. Someone force ignorance on me, basically. You're just gonna wake up a slave. Wake up too late as a slave now. Nobody wakes up that easily. Okay, wake up too early. So I'm like, please fucking guys, wake up, you pieces of shit. There's going to be very limited amount of people who's going to actually wake up. People talk about waking up as a fucking... Waking up is so trendy. It's not even happening. I walk across conspiracy lands. I walk across documentary lands. I walked across the lands that has been destroyed by YouTube, so I can't come back to them, apparently. But then I started like, okay, YouTubers are not that fucking stupid, and they're introducing some different kind of concepts, and I picked those up as well, but that doesn't mean I have any hopes whatsoever in my life, okay? It doesn't mean that these people are actually helpful, or aware about anything. They are not. They're doing their own little fucking thing, and I'm doing my own little fucking thing because I can't afford a big thing in the first place. So I'm doing whatever I can afford. It's very fucking simple. I do, however, do something different as well, which I don't max out any skill, I max out passion. Which, like, passion is gonna be like, you kind of want to pick up this skill right now. Probably. And it might be interesting, and if it's interesting, the passion is gonna go all in into that fucking skill for a moment, not forever. You draw back, and you come back, and you're like, are you a better person now? So, it's like, wow. Hearthstone truly is annoying, as well as every other game. Every other multiplayer game is annoying, because everyone maxes out skills, and they think they need to win. They need that fucking shit. It's ridiculous. I don't want to lose in a way that I'm so close to winning and I couldn't break it. Oh my god. And it's still cool because I want to change my deck now and try again. I don't want to be cheated by RNG though. Or by cheap fucking answers that come out of nowhere. I don't want to be cheated to the point where I don't understand what the fuck is happening. But here you go. Hearthstone woke me up again, I guess. No, it didn't. I just got angry. And now I'm getting exhausted and I want to go back to sleep. And guess what happened again as well? Another layer of satisfying insanity, basically. No mask. Turn back, alien. I forgot to put a mask on. Okay. So I can't enter to buy food. Isn't that amazing, though? I would fucking kill people. If I'm a normal human being, I would kill people if people stop me from buying food. Are you kidding me? Like, you can stop me with one layer. You know, money already calls me an alien. Why is there another fucking layer of assholes, of medical fucking assholes calling me an alien too? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, for no good fucking reason. In fact, I state that China did it, so why should we be so intimidated? Why do we show fear? China wins now. Okay, China's just gonna create another virus. Like, what the fuck is gonna happen, guys? It's gonna get so much worse all of a sudden. Because they win. And obviously they're just gonna wait it out long enough until it can fucking spread again. Their stupid ideology. Because we feared so much, and we're just gonna suck it up. We're just gonna declare the new world government all of a sudden. Martial law on everyone else because China spreads their fucking sneeze. What the fuck is wrong with people? At least recognize the enemy. If you don't recognize that the enemy is completely invisible, then okay, like, trace back and then you will see the enemy. And I'm not saying China is the enemy, I'm saying you're the enemy for doing stupid shit. Whoever has the power to fucking control this bullshit narrative. Like, I don't want to live in the world like this. 2020 was a good year for me. Okay? It's a good fucking year. It's a lot of improvements. But the contrast is so grim fucking shit. My year was good. But everyone else is like zombies to me. So the contrast is so fucking great. I want to escape reality now. How the fuck do I do that? How do I get that Thanos glove to fucking delete everyone that I fucking hate anytime I want? So I don't feel hate anymore. Do you think I want to hate all the time? This is the best thing that ever happened to me, like rant videos that I invented is the best thing? Fuck yeah, dude. And imagine, like, every single block of text is like a tweet. Something people do already. You know. This whole format actually works. I guess, do I need to program it and force people to do it? And force children to learn about it? I think we can be faster than that. Can we? If people are so good at Hearthstone, holy shit, we can do anything, I guess. They're so good at Minecraft too. Oh wait, it's the same people, you know? It's the same people. Always the same. I am good only at Minecraft. I'm good only in Hearthstone. I am good only in a toilet. Okay? That's wonderful, dude. One thing they're good at. And I'm so fucking disgusted by that. And viewers are also pretty shitty as well if they just think, oh, I want to subscribe to that fucking channel who does one thing. Well, please don't do that. Special losers, basically. They feel special enough to not feel like losers anymore. And they still are losers because they lose everything else in life. Okay, that they're not concerned about. They lose everything else. And the fact that they can like be streamers or something and suck in people's attention and their comments and keep feeding themselves with bullshit. I don't know, dude. If you're creating your own thing, I can understand you, dude. I can understand. If you're building your own decks, maybe that's pretty cool. I mean, maybe that feels cool. Maybe you feel like a creator on a fucking YouTube channel. There's so many people who get sucked into this bullshit narrative of following a person that they admire, and it just doesn't fucking work in the end. Might work for you, but your audience is dying. I don't know, dude. You'll see. You'll fucking see when you figure out what your audience truly is about. So there are these pivot points. They have to be smashed in the face too. You know, everyone on YouTube, like, it's so fascinating to me. YouTube is just fascinating in general. YouTube is not strong enough to stop me, okay? Whatever I'm going, wherever I'm doing right now, whatever I'm growing into, naturally, they can't stop that. They definitely can stop me from punching someone in the face, because they're so far away. They're in another land entirely. But that's what's so fascinating. It's a platform of a different kind of dimension entirely, and you have to learn how to fucking navigate through this. And be effective. Be influential. I am holding on to one skill anytime I get. This is my ability to speak is mostly self-defense. And the real right that Americans have, they call it Second Amendment, some call it the First Amendment. Which one is it? What the fuck is that? The right to free speech? No. I say the right to free spit. I say the right to self-defense is way more important than whatever people fucking hang on to, while the self-defense thing is being ripped apart. And then your ability to speak somehow disappears. You know? please defend this. If you don't defend self-defense, then you don't have any defense anymore. Like, that's crazy. How do you defend yourself? I'm trying to defend myself from stress. I'm trying to defend myself from suppression of any kind. Right now, it's just a pure survival mode, too. I'm gonna go outside very soon. I need food, by the way. This is why I fucking hate breaking this video down. Because, I'll sit for an hour and I'll just go. I'm very fucking hungry. All the time because I'm not eating well. Okay? I don't know, man. If a normal person would watch my videos, they would fucking cry themselves to death. I don't know what would happen to you. A real person would cry to death hearing my story. Because I am capable of being aware, I am smart, I'm aware of what's going on to me. About every little pricky little fucking shit thing. And where it comes from. And I'm trying to be even more aware. So it hurts as much as possible. It's the only entertaining thing I have left. It's amazing. Yeah, do I want to embrace self-defense? That's not possible. That's not something people have. That's not normal. Self-defense is not normal. Ignorance is normal, not self-defense. Talking about self-love is like completely fucking fucking man. I just wanted to say some stupid word. Anyways, it's just, yeah, self-love is out of bounds entirely. You can't reach that. It's just a space concept. If you can go to space, you can do self-love. But right now, we have ignorance. And that is not self-defense. Okay? I'm just saying. When you're ignoring people, you don't know who you're ignoring. You have to fully identify people and constantly be curious whether the identity switches or not. So, ignorance makes you stupid towards people's identities. I can identify myself as YouTube CEO, and congratulations, I am now. Now I am. That's how stupid people are. And now, when they grabbed onto this fucking imposter game, when two people are imposters, oh, who cares how many people? Let's try and identify and eliminate these imposters. Wow, it's the most amazing game ever. Identifying people. I hope you're fascinated by this game because you have to play it in real life. Okay? I hope you grow the fuck up and play shit in real life for once. Okay? When I was starting to make games, I didn't start it with my computer. I started in real life with real people, imagining stupid shit, but it was still closer to programming games than I have ever was, ever again. Okay? Just interaction with people is better game making than sitting down and giving stuff up for free. Because that's the only way you can get away right now as a game developer. In fact, it's already been said way up here, where if you're a game developer and you say, I develop games, you're retarded, basically. This probably has been said way up here. Or whatever. I have said a lot of things now. And I don't want those things to die so easily. What? Game? Where is that? Someone please translate. I am making games. Here you go. It's a G-spot or something. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? When someone says, I am making games. Someone can call themselves a game developer. No, you're just in a group of survivors who are eating each other. Because at some point, you're gonna realize, oh, I have to release a game every year because my game is not performing well. No, it's just you didn't invest into your community because you didn't have enough money, and all of a sudden you understand you don't have enough money to operate the system. Some people do, and they will operate forever basically, and they will be completely ignorant to anyone else who they have outcompeted. There's plenty of game developers who can't make it there, and they're not supposed to make it there. They're just supposed to live their stupid fucking lives and help everyone else. You're in deadlight, Mr. Developer. You need to know this. You can figure out what the deadlight means. Everything you do is gonna be unsuccessful. Ben Broad can be successful because he's a fucking narcissist. Or a psychopath. I'm not sure which one. Either way, he's not a game developer. He's just an engineer. More or less. Card engineer. Let's put him that. That's not a developer. A developer is someone who cares about like the deepest problems that can be offered with possible solutions. If I can possibly solve something very, very deep, I will go as deep as possible to dig out what it is. But those people are not rewarded because who knows how to reward these people anymore, right? Who knows whether... These are the real scientists, by the way. These are the ones who have to figure out what does it mean to play a big card versus a small card. What does it mean to float mana? Every little thing about Hearthstone, for example. And everything else is an unsuccessful game because they're not going to be bought, they're not going to be played. Only free games which are taking over can survive, and they will realize that even that doesn't survive because people will stop buying microtransaction farts, okay? Let's just call them farts. Everyone is as greedy as possible in game development career because they're being tortured and eaten alive. Even if they're successful, they're not smart enough to actually establish themselves as human beings anymore because their success is now taken for granted. Oh, I can make a family. Fuck you, you can't make a family. You're just the blackest person I have ever seen, dude. If we ever want to talk about racism, this is it, guys. Purse are the new black. Okay? It's the new black, guys. Is the people who are really suffering and they don't even fucking know it. And I'm not talking about myself. I came out of this circle before I even got inside that circle of people. I would torture them just as much as I torture my parents right now. Or at least I want to. And by torture I mean just like be very, 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 very annoying. Be very precisely laser point, pinpoint annoying. If there's something to pop inside you, it will pop. If there's something to press, I will press that button. I'm very annoying. Laser accurate. buttons pressed, bubbles popped. This is my motivation, baby. Motivational fucking speech. This rant can go for 3 hours. This will run forever. I will never be satisfied. I'm glad that the 2 things that I fucking hate are so small and insignificant. Oh, I just hate Hearthstone, how it plays out. The controls are nice. The controls are nice. The concepts are nice. The cards look nice. Everything else is garbage. Yeah, playing against other players feels pretty bad. You have to find the most disgusting deck in the metagame and just play that. It's the most disgusting one that you can afford. And again, you come back to the same problem. Like, I also stacked another problem, and it's all mixed up and so incoherent. The moment you have money, your world becomes coherent all of a sudden. And it pisses me off even more. Like, why is this that one thing? One thing makes your life worth living. Is that so? Is that so? Is that really true? I know I am in a deadlight. And whatever I'm doing here as self-defense, as like trying to understand the insanity that surrounds me, this is good. This is my muscles. It's my superpowers. This is where I get my superpowers. From a completely opposite battlefield than you're playing right now yourselves. Completely opposite. You don't know what's going on. Okay? And I understand that. I don't respect that at all, though. Okay? Because you have to be trying to split your attention just sometimes. Sometimes split your attention and figure the fuck out. What is it that I'm doing here? Just figure it out. I know I'm like one of those guys, like the Max. I call him Max, okay? And I hate him too. I hate that guy. He went into the 3-hour rant territory, and he does it in a terrible fucking way. He does a presentation format, but he needs a crew around him. He already has people around him. He's already famous. I fucking hate you. I can survive on $50. I don't have to rent anything. Fucking get on my level, you piece of shit. You know? What are you trying to do? You trying to save the world? Save yourself, you piece of shit, deadlight piece of garbage. Yeah. Hating on police is easy. Hating on everyone is actually easy. But hating on yourself, I didn't see that happen yet. I hate myself all the time. Where's your fucking self-hatred? You would die probably from self-hatred now. Because you fucking old piece of shit now. I wish you fucking praise me if you find this message before it's fucking too late. You don't just wake up, I was a programmer. Now I'm just this poor little shit that spent so much time and effort to not just try and survive, but try and now create an operation of another game developer fucking insulting. It's insulting to me. A crew of people now. I would like to have a friend, but I would never ask him to help me because I know how fucking different our worldviews are. Incredibly different. How the fuck does he find friends that fucking have the same fucking worldview? Willing to help? That's impossible. So watch him and he's incredibly angry all the time too. He's like me all the time. Whatever this is right now. So I can't look up to a guy like this. but I can at least beat him up and feel good about it. Okay? There's always an out in every strategy. Anything that happens, there's always an out for that shit. So, this goes to shit, by the way. Like, I don't know if I can cover all the points. I don't know what I can do. I'm just gonna wait out those 10 minutes, go outside, get my shit together. Hopefully it works out. Anyone who fucking pisses me off is gonna get a complete 180 on me. Let's summon a fucking demon out of myself. Because I have nothing better to do than fucking fight. And I know people are fucking scared. But Jesus fucking Christ. And it's never gonna happen. It's just a complete idiocracy. Someone is gonna try and fight me. Nobody wants to fight. I don't want to fight either. I think it's stupid. I don't want to be stupid. Nobody wants to be stupid either. But they tolerate stupidity. People don't want to be stupid, but they allow themselves to be that anyways. Because, like, I'm special, so I can be stupid all of a sudden. Like, what the fuck? I know capitalism is highlighted right now. Why is everyone fucking falling for it? When I did the graduation party, I went there after high school. I'm like, my friend is drinking and is offering his own solution to a problem I don't think is going to solve my problem, you know? People have personal solutions, and they think it works on everyone. That's the stupidest thing ever. It's like, well, you should drink too. It really helps. It doesn't help me, my friend, because what it helps him to do is to lower his sanity to a comfortable degree, or sanity consumption. I need sanity consumption on a high scale. It helps me, okay? If something is incredibly stupid and I sit through it, and I don't have to do anything anymore because now I have the feelings that I can fight against. I literally play a video game with myself all of a sudden. And it happened, okay? Monica showed up. I'm like, that's my first high school crush. And she completely just annihilated me. I don't know if that's good or bad. But everyone went on her side. So yeah, it feels pretty fucking bad. You know? I had to attack. I couldn't just sit there and fucking burn. But that's what happened. I didn't have a real friend, and I didn't have a support system that would fucking give equality to our relationship with Monica, right? Like, oh, everyone is going to support this girl that is ignorant and stupid. You know, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, not only I was crushed by a girl, but she had, like, army to support her. What is happening, you know? The first crush, and you need a fucking army to survive with your sanity. You can't do jack shit. You can't look me in the eyes and fucking talk yourself through your stupid problem. It's like, well, I really, really don't like you. Can we talk through this? No, we can't right now. Because right now, the bigger the army you send, that means you like me like fucking hell. I'm gonna give hell to you if I find you. Stupid Monica, basically. It's a meme now. It's a fucking meme. Kill yourself that way. Use an army to kill yourself. Because that's where I am going, probably. You can be very sure about that. Okay? For yourself. For your own sake. If death is very easy to achieve, then figure out how to do it without incriminating yourselves. I don't know how to do it, okay? It's just like so fucking, everything is so twisted. I'm almost appreciating the insanity. I'm on that edge, basically. It's like, maybe it's okay because everyone will suffer just as I have suffered. Just to be able to wake up. Fuck yeah, dude. I hate how deep these topics are. So, was advised. Can't stop talking about it, by the way. So let's translate the word, because I don't even know what it means. Yeah, it means nothing. Because I have never heard it in English either. And get the right to control my mom's finances, basically. The entire influence of my mom, just take it away. Cool. It would really help. Thank you very much. It would save my fucking life. Doesn't completely solve every problem ever. It's up to him to fucking try and make up for it. If his time comes, you know, like whatever. This is what it takes, though, to get this advice. Otherwise, I literally have nothing. He doesn't fucking talk to me, okay? In a way that I would start responding, at least. He wants to explain his plan. He's gonna do it fucking 20 times over until I fucking get sick of it. Just... that's how they fucking do it. Cynicism never stops, because you're stupid enough to start repeating yourself over and over again, and you think like, that's cool. That you need to hold on to your fucking thoughts, because you're gonna lose those thoughts. Well, sad to break it to you, but like, it's pretty sad in general. Okay. If cynicism is how you get in a loop, it's very sad, right? And most importantly, like you have to understand what is happening right now with the capitalism check. For me as a creator, if I change my identity just enough, right? Please give me the fucking word already. Jesus Christ. Stupidest word ever as well. Cynicism. That's how it should say. If it uses C, then it's cynicism, not cynicism. What the fuck? Cynicism. Why not S then? This fucking C is very cynical, dude. So with this, I am kind of tipping the scales and understanding more about what is the time for, how does it work. By the way, it was immediately interrupted. I don't know where I ended it necessarily. All we know is just first hour completed again. And I want to end it the same fucking way. Because it is getting pretty difficult to sit through this. But it's like, what is it now agreed? Am I too greedy to want to know things? I am just using my brain. It's like, it's my hobby. It's what I do. It's how I identify myself right now. Like, a huge part of my identity is making rant videos. If I had to send a message to someone, I can do it. I'm not specialized at it, because nobody fucking accepted my existence yet. Which absolutely pains me, but I can deal with it, okay? Fine. Fine. Internet sucks. Internet is outshadowed by stupid people. Okay, throwing money at it. That's what it is, man. This fireworks show right now that everyone agrees that they need to hold on to something more and more powerful, because that's how cynics survive. They improve what they hold on to, what kind of truths. If you bring them down too much, they start holding on to just anger that you have, or your weaknesses, because put yourself as an enemy. That's annoying. So I try to make this quick and get myself calmed down about it. Which is, yeah, again, if I control what my mom gets for free for just being ill. That doesn't make sense at all, by the way. The fact that I had to fight for it with my dad, so I'm kind of crippling my family in a way. The real way it should have been done is I should have been offered to take care of my mom because I'm still able to do it, and she is disabled. Invalid for society. I'm still valid for society. I'm still not a fucking criminal. And yes, I attacked my mom at some point, but just like society would have attacked her. So literally did the exact thing that I should be redeemed for, because she's now invalid. But nobody, well, despite nobody caring, like, I don't know that. I'm just a creator. I'm not being able to talk with people right now. I'm not being able to intimidate them that I'm important. Just a creator. Imagine that. Imagine this fucking thing. But I have to do it that way. I have to keep bumping my life up as much as I can. But most importantly, it's just survival. Okay? Never forget, Deadlight is pure survival. I hope you like trains, because sometimes there are trains, which should be obsolete by now. It's quite ridiculous. Trains. There's so much fucking old technology running around. And somehow we don't have enough money to improve that. But we can improve our lives with drinking and smoking. I don't know how disrespectful I should be about it, but it is the case. Cynics and whatever they used to pleasure themselves, because they usually buy things to feel good and to feel sanity. The sanity survival mode. Only through money. Only through, like Russians would say, like you gotta drink yourself to happiness or something like that. And that cost money. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe Russians are just fucking weak. Just like Americans are weak. Europeans are weak. Everyone's fucking weak. They just have different cultures. You know? China is weak. But they farted and we're just closing everything down. Guess what happened, by the way? My dad couldn't visit my mom. Corona style, baby. Like, are you insane? What does this mean? Why is everything cut off? All the bridges. Let's burn down all the bridges now. Let's self-destruct. China is in. Self-destruct is imminent. Let's go, man. Is this what happens after a virus? Everyone will want to start a virus now. Every fucking government will want to start a virus now. Because we managed it so poorly. Every god wants to start corona virus. And it's not a fucking conspiracy. It's literally what every government now wants to do to insert as much power and control over everything else. And they won't do it. So look up to Sweden, because they probably want to do it the most. Because they don't care the most. You know? And it's not like, oh, we should start a war against Sweden. Because I probably would go on their side. I kind of like PewDiePie. Whoops. Okay. He's still a teammate. Alone in the darkness of this fucking map. By the way, we still have the Monica, right? Yeah, but I also added Will Smith in there. Like 10% Will Smith time. It's still a lot of work. There's still just 3.3 here. I kind of want to know. Just check mark, basically. There was a check mark somewhere before, but a very long time ago, so I won't be able to find it. But we have 33, 32, and 37 left. So we're gonna do a check mark. 33, 32, and 37. Kind of want to know a little bit which team is which. Okay. Yeah, I see. Pewds, heart, sexy. I just can't, it's almost like a word I can't say. Just like porn, I can't say that. You have to imagine that I never say it. Just because of how much pressure it puts on the channel. Oh no, my channel's gonna go die because I said porn. I said the P word. No, I'm just messing around. So, Hearthstone lost so much reputation from me. But it's almost like it's already at 0. It's doing a fucking backflip with that 0. It's like, look at me, I'm a 0. They're so proud of it. Best controls, worst gameplay. Figure this one out, motherfucker. Yeah, that's fascinating to me. It's almost like you're not supposed to play Hearthstone. You're supposed to play every like discover card and just have maximum amount of fun you can have. And also make sure that your deck never runs out of cards as well. That's a very, very important part. Just make your deck as bulky as possible. Make sure you have all the heals in the... basically, your class can grab onto every single heal. So these stupid aggro classes don't just break you down. Basically, you are gonna be running those 6 mana taunts, or all kinds of taunts as well. Every taunt in the book. Man, it's just so fascinating to me. Hearthstone is the worst best game that's still really bad and still really good. It's fucking twisting me apart. I could spend ages just staring at Hearthstone. And forget about everything that I'm supposed to do here. But let's do it anyways, huh? At least I can forget about everything else but the logs, right? Because logs are prepared for me to unlock. So understanding how internet is expanding, I think I did it by saying Discord is going to be a huge next step. I also need to like repeat myself exactly everything that I said before as well. The door game, sure. The personality burn is impossible, by the way, and Drew Gooden is like the only YouTuber that I actually match personalities with. But he already has a decent life, so I can't necessarily relate to him. And because he got success, he's trying to understand which direction he's supposed to go with his channel. And I can't go the same direction. I can't just, sit back and watch a bunch of movies or something. That's kind of dumb, actually, to me. He seems like me, but old school version, and that's what happens when you achieve success. When you achieve success, you get a little bit frozen in terms of your abilities, of what you're doing, in interests. Let's put it this way, because it's like, well, I'm successful now, so my interests are good enough. And let's hope that it is, because I don't feel tremendous influence right now. I'm still establishing the way that I calculate influence, but I already convinced myself that that's not important. I remain honest, so you don't have to question my statistics, but I'm not saying it's science either. It's just a game that I invite you to play as well. Okay? My statistics are either compelling or you should play my game, basically. Ask me to give you this interface. This is literally just one code. You can pick up a scene as well, but it's just this one thing. all of a sudden you access an ability to write down some kind of number associated with a person and then link those numbers together. And you can call the power level. Yeah. It's over 9,000. And yes, we're back at Dragon Ball Z, boys. Everything that Japan has invented through anime is probably like the craziest, most amazing thing ever. Because I recognize I reference Naruto constantly. Dragon Ball Z just seeped itself, just find its place. Because they were obsessed with numbers at some point, and that was good enough. That was the moment when the numbers stopped making sense. It's over. It doesn't make sense. That's what Vegeta should have said. Okay. Actually, Vegeta said it doesn't make sense. No, Vegeta. We gave up on what does the scouter says about his power level. The scouter doesn't work anymore, Nappa. Forget about it. It's game over. We're in a different dimension now. It's multi-dimensional power level. I can't calculate it, basically. Whoops. I mean, they use the scouters in the other planet, but it's like, well, you're on the other planet now, so I think we all know what happened. Someone got a little bit too drunk on the Dragon Ball Z series. Fuck yeah, dude. Welcome to... We have big Dragon Ball. Fuck off, man. We have big ones. Nah, that's a wall of scam right there, dude. Here you go, found it. We can make fun out of this, because I'm like so torn apart. And making jokes will still like satisfy my hunger for like knowledge or whatever. It's like I still found a joke that fits the right place. And I don't have to work too hard about it anymore. Now, I do want to be nice. But I don't want to be in survival mode anymore. But, let's say, hopefully, because the first thing to do is, like, convince my mom, like, to fucking free me from this bullshit. It's like, you're gonna get all kinds of crazy good foods that I'll pick. I'll pick, because I'm smart. Okay? I don't want to sit here and fucking die inside when she buys stupid expensive things, right? It's so annoying to me. I actually got foods, picked out foods that she likes in the end. And I'm like, wow, I want to be proud of that. I want to do this more. Because at least this frees me from suppression of my parents. I don't know what suppression my dad is gonna bring eventually. What kind of problems we have with him besides like him smoking and drinking. Like, I don't know what kind of problem that is. I know it's just gonna reoccur over and over again. But this is why, even though I bring the entirety of the context, I cannot solve the entirety of the problems. I can only touch them. I can only push some buttons and be like, let's see what happens. That's all I can do. It's just like when you play Hearthstone, don't expect to win. Just expect to push a bunch of buttons and, you know, something will happen. Winning and losing means nothing. You have to be learning in order to be able to enjoy Hearthstone. Okay? You have to be learning to enjoy. Is there a stone, by the way? Stone. Headstone. Look at that. What the fuck is that? To enjoy Hearthstone, okay. As well as many other games, I would apply this to Skyrim too, because I challenge myself constantly. Honestly, like, again, I would also play... Just, I really don't understand people who spend money at all on games. For me, it's like, this is game over. And this also game over for me as a game developer. Unless I make something spectacular, I don't want your money, because I don't expect it anymore. I didn't spend my money on games, so I don't expect you to spend your money on games. But I do expect you to be nice. So I will give you my game, I just expect you to be nice and give something back. Whether it's videos, some kind of microtransaction bullshit that people enjoy that I made or whatever. Like, we'll find out the monetization that suits us all, win-win type of way. After I find, I don't wanna poke holes here anymore. So let's just go through as quickly as possible, and then we can dig through if there's anything interesting. And yet again, I kind of want to go back and revisit if I missed something that I didn't mention in the videos. Even I can go back like this. We have friendship is magic thing that I constantly brought up. And I didn't brought up this time. But basically there's a wall. It's lost. Oh my god. There's a lot of happening here basically. I'll have to like start from the very beginning basically. And this is all just scrap. For fuck's sake. It's so annoying. Yeah, I mean, if you look back, like, the story kind of twists itself, curls itself into a ball, and it's like, yeah, but you came to this point. There is no entry point to this point, actually. You can't just pick it up. You can only remind yourself what you were talking about. But you can't just enter the story from this point. You have to find the start of the point and be willing to go through the same path. It's like, wow, that is scary as fuck. I don't like that at all. So when you're improvising, when you're following your story, your heart, it's always gonna be different. And there's nothing I can do about it. People are different, but not too much. Let's see, I just said it. This is a very scary concept. Nothing is up to chance. Even when Hearthstone does something stupid, then yeah, it is up for chance in that particular moment if you focus very hard. Just like with science, right? I wouldn't say paranoia. Science, okay? So it stands for itself. Whatever, let's leave it alone. Nothing is a chance. This just simply means that I have more than just a self-defense skill. I also pursue other skills, and I just want to make them good. Okay, achieve a level of skill that it's just good and satisfying. And I know some skills are bigger than others, like making music actually involves a few more things than a normal tiny skill. While programming was probably the biggest skill ever, which is why I naturally pursued it. It's widely available, everyone likes it, and I took it to a completely extreme level actually by starting to program ray tracing. Fun little ray tracer. Now, I still think, honestly, that ray tracing can be optimized to an incredible degree, and that Minecraft is pissing me off, so I can do it better. So that's another major skill, but it's not the best skill that I have, because I don't just practice programming in order to release my tension of anger. I can't really afford just dive into bot making on Discord. It's not my thing, honestly. But I know how it works, if it would work. You know, I saw some dude come with his bot, and it turned into a companion, basically. But essentially, it gets cringy in the end. A companion. Interesting. But do you want to learn how to fucking have a conversation? How about that? Maybe that's a bigger skill to learn. So, there's the major skill. The self-defense skill is going to be the most major. Something that's super ridiculously powerful. If you want to use programming for self-defense, yeah, you can become a hacker or something and intimidate people that you know stuff about them, or just even like do even crazier shit than that. Crazy things are available, and maybe I want to be a little bit of a hacker, but it looks a little bit grim right now, the way it doesn't seem like hacking is a thing, besides like some negative impact, but it's not like you get anything positive out of it, out of hacking, unless you break something and you like take it for ransom. Even that process is like fucking weird and dumb. Mostly, I don't know how you can weaponize programming besides like inserting your own culture as a game, as a popular game. And even that's super difficult, competitively speaking. But being a speaker, you don't actually compete against anyone for some reason. If you're good, you're just good. People will listen. They have no chance of not to, because we don't control our ears. We don't shut them down whenever we push a certain button. We hear all the time, which is a little bit annoying, but you have to respect that. So, I cannot be programming all the time, but I can be, and I can't talk all the time. But while computer can also be open all the time, or you can get a notification all the time, I guess programming is still pretty fucking good. Because everyone holds cell phones, and if you figure out how to make apps. So if anything, if I lose the speaker, you know that app programming or botting is my way out otherwise. And in that sense, this is a much bigger point now. Congrats. I feel like a real Santa in a way. Because I collect survival tips. Drink your own piss. That's the most valuable thing you can get. Like, why are we not questioning? Why don't we want Santa to deliver actually important stuff? Like an experience that teaches us something. That's what Christmas is supposed to be about, you know, it's a very cold time in the year, so you want to start it off as something that you're learning, you're growing, in this period. You want to feel like you're growing and you're not stagnating and get stuck with a bunch of stuff, basically. So when I say actually important, I don't know, man. We let children to get so many things for free, but it's quite important to acknowledge technologies we're making are getting more and more expensive. To children, specifically. Children should not access certain parts of technology that we have. And it should be fun to be able to access it at some point, just like it's fun to graduate, you know, from one grade to the other. But it's actually not fun. Technology with graduation. Okay, it doesn't happen through time anymore. It happens whenever you achieve something, and you probably want to like chill and wait until everyone else finishes their problem solving or whatever. You're not supposed to help, you're supposed to enjoy your time that you have saved up, to just expand yourself a little bit. It's kind of similar to me. I'm like the most useful person in the universe because I'm on a deadlight. So narcissist would really want to contact me anytime. Believe me. And suck all the anger out of me. They would love that. You know, as much as Jake Paul wants to dab on the haters, he still wants to have haters as close as possible. The dab kind of comes from like, but you're still not gonna talk to me, are you, hater? You're gonna actually hate on me, so I can just ignore you, right? The infamous Jake Paul dab against haters. It should also have its own acronym at this point. JP Dab. JP Dab, boys. Against baiters, man. Now we just call them baiters. Because, proves that haters don't can be often ignored. Congratulations. We have scientifically observed the JP dab. Oh my god, what have I done? I became a scientist. And this is the conclusion. Haters can be often ignored. That's true, but not all the time, and very good haters are very good at not ignoring them. You don't want to do that. Let's see, is government boring? And how is it boring? Government is old, first of all, and almost it tells you a completely different story, but I don't think it's fully boring, like everyone is trying to engage into it in their own ways, but mostly because their heads are constantly shifting towards the government bullshit. It just stinks so much. Government is stinky ass, man. It's so annoying. Like, we don't care about the government. We just care about the connection we have with other people, which also is not ideal if we invest that connection straight back into the government. Normally we don't care about government, okay? Normally. In fact, like I just said, like government finds the cracks in the system of like what we forget to take care of. So if we forget to take care of homeless, government will do it for us, absolutely. Jobless people, government will do it for us. and their solutions are gonna be horrible. But at least it's gonna be done, okay? They're just gonna cut half of the problem so it doesn't affect the society too much anymore. They're not gonna solve problems, because they don't solve problems, okay? They just leave problems hanging and stop the spread of the problems. They slow them down, basically. But that doesn't mean that society has a luxury to just ignore people or whatever, to not solve their problems in their own way. And sometimes government becomes so arrogant that it just takes over our ability to even think for ourselves. Like, this gets so out of control. You know, wow. So, why our entire attention is pushed towards that government thing? I don't know, man. It's boring to me, so fucking figure out something else really fast before I start freaking out again. Tier list. So, oh, fuck. I don't even know what this is. I don't know. Obviously, some creators are better than others. But I don't know why I said employment. I am really tired, by the way. I did not expect to burn myself out, but that's what happens. I don't even feel time anymore. Oh, honestly, and I don't really care. Because I'm a different human being all of a sudden. When you don't go to school or work, time is irrelevant. Fuck that shit. And you want it to be irrelevant in the first place, so you can control relationships a little better. But mostly with yourself. And whenever you want to do something, you do it. You're capable of doing it. What would it mean in general? What would I want it to mean? A tier list. I don't know. This question, what if we can take shame, means that you're constantly being shamed by something somehow, in some way, some capacity, and you have to deal with it somehow. But what if you can withstand shame? Does it allow you to do something more? If I am immune to shame, I can do what? This is what narcissists would do at this point, right? Well, not exactly, because you saw how Shane Dawson kind of ran away from the platform. Even deleted his previous channel to quite a ridiculous degree. It's very concerning. Like, Tana may have left for like a few months or something. Oh, let's run away from social media because racism. Like, wow. Racism is really affecting everything right now. And I think what's happening is, like, people are so overly sensitive. It's insane. It's insane, but the reason why they are so sensitive is because the moment a person feels freedom right now, they're gonna take it, man, to extreme levels. They're gonna scream and shout. They're so fucking happy. Freedom comes once a year. for a single day for some people. So like, yeah, cool. I try to be as angry as possible to get maximum freedom, or to at least pretend that I have freedom. But it seems like enslavement is just everywhere for everyone. Happy enslavement, everyone. I don't know. It just feels so super sad. I can't make a happy point about it. If I'm immune to shame, I can do what? So it's probably applies to me personally. My personality, that is. So I'm smart, right? I can start convincing people and get attention. But not... Let's build relationships, okay? Let's say that. Because if you're not ashamed, you're not insecure about anything that you have, or at least you can start growing your relationships, and then you're going to be more insecure because now there's more ways to attack you, there's more ways to shame you. But if you don't have ways to be shamed, you actually should be able to grow in this sense, in either being able to be more convincing or build better relationships. So that's cool. Yeah, it comes to my mind, like, I played Hearthstone, and every single time I get salty, I put someone in a friends list. At some point I triggered someone who didn't have any friends, and was like, oh, I still have a quest uncompleted. And this is terrifying because, like, how can you have a quest uncompleted and not just change it? But I was lucky enough to get 80 gold, and maybe I even convinced someone that making friends is not that difficult, actually. In fact, I probably earned more... No, just decent amount of gold with friendship request. Just... It's crazy. Request really powerful quest because it gives you 80 gold. I remember, like, at least this month I got 240, so 3 requests at least, which is insane already. That's 2 packs, that's $2 for free if we all work together, basically. It's kind of funny, actually. If we all work together, our stone will be a better place, you know? Get those requests flowing around. And for me, I just need befriend everyone. This really helps me. No, I don't care about Hearthstone, whether I get more packs or not. I don't even like that I said any of this thing. But some people really care. So, here you go. If you don't want to spend money, and I don't want you to spend money on Hearthstone, you can do that. You can start making friends. Every time you lose, they're probably gonna add you. If you win, they probably won't add you, but you can do whatever. So here you go. I'm not ashamed, so, like, that's also empowering. This simply means that when I put a video title, it really depends what kind of audience I'm expecting to trigger. But at this point, I just don't care right now. I'm also, like, super fucking tired. Ridiculous tired. To the point where I just want to reset this again. And it's beyond insanity if I try and reset this. So I have to get through this. I just have to get through this. I might do 2 hours this time. if everything fails. Because it's a tough... it's a tough challenge to go through, I'm not gonna lie. So I can only just, like, say it in my head once and just have to move on. Don't trust statistics. Again, you don't have to trust me of who has the influence on YouTube. I want everyone else to contribute to it as well, because anyone can explode in influence once they understand what it is. Influential once they wish to do just that. You know, sometimes it does require you to graduate your entire mind, transcend into this perspective. I want to be influential. Once you have the right wish. And fuck you, influential. What the fuck does that mean? Is it really T? I'm missing you mother... Why is this autocorrect so bad? Why is Discord so fucking stupid? It's unbelievable. I don't want to be on a platform that's fucking stupid. Why? But you know, it takes time to deliver a platform. So it's probably old school platform from like 10 years ago or something. And we just don't know it yet. Just like Minecraft was delivered in 2010, but probably has been around for like 5 years in a form of shape that we don't know it yet. Or some people just woke up and be like, oh, what's Minecraft today? You know, 2020, welcome. You don't know what Minecraft is? It has been 10 years since Minecraft. What? That's crazy. Yeah, and it's... Yeah, some people... let's put it this way. Some people wake up on a trend when it's dying and 5 years left for it, basically. Some people only wake up when someone is dying, so congratulations. Minecraft has been dying for a long time. Rich people are supposed to be dying too, apparently. And that's... This is extremely true, right? When do you make a family, for example? What a fucking fascinating question. When do you make a family? Yeah, you have to have a wife and want to have children. Not just one child, though, because that would be awkward. Actually, you know. You might not want to just have one child if you're having a family. And you have to have a lot of free time. So I'm just saying, you need a lot of free time to make a decent family, okay? Just saying. To be very interested in that. Most people can do it, but not everyone has enough free time or free self-esteem. Especially rich people. Can they really afford a family? I'm not talking money-wise, but the way that they will have to treat their children as like not their property, you know? Rich people might not know how to treat children. Okay? It's a very simply confusing problem. Yeah, you have all these things, and your child is not supposed to have all these things by default, because you never had these things by default, you earned them. And so what the fuck do you do to your child? It's a problem almost impossible to solve with without a genius mind. Okay? So unless you have it, and you're a rich person, which doesn't make sense to me, by the way. Most of the time you're going to invest into your environment and make yourself available for anything. Anytime you're like, oh, I actually want to make a family, you will be able to do it. If you want to pursue some kind of career, you can do that. You can do whatever the fuck you want, basically. You're not didn't just bought a mansion or something that you're now attached to, and it's too hard to repurpose your life anymore. You know, rich people, I don't know, man. They have troubles. So dying 8 hours a day, which means completely relaxing from everything, including the ability to have free time in the first place, you know? Besides, why would you have free time as a rich person? Why? What's the reason? I don't get it, dude. This is the most confusing thing I've ever fucking... This is, to me, is compelling, so I'm like, if I find you, I'll try and stab you, okay? If you're rich, and you thinking that you have free time not to be dying, I'm gonna remind you what dying feels like, okay? Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay, rich person. I'm not angry. I'm just not funded properly yet. If I can convince my mom to fund me, and we all live happily ever after, yeah, sure. I'm cool. I'm down. Just start a new life. A new survival chapter, you know? Ah, yes. Yes, man. Ah, fuck off. Ah, yes. A new survival chapter. Finally. My mom said yes. Yes, dude. We're not married, don't worry about it. It's a completely next level thing you will never understand. But my mom said yes. It's amazing. Legal issues are the most confusing pieces of paper. I can't even say shit. It's even worse than shit. It's documents. Oh well. It gets so fucking cringy at this point. I know the comment wasteland is a big problem, by the way. And is the missed shot thing ever mentioned? Did I do it? Fuck. Okay, I have to say shot and I will know. Make too many shots, so I didn't say that at G rank. But I'm gonna repeat it basically. People make too many shots. Thus, they feel empty and useless to you. Just like the government feels boring. Everything feels very numb and annoying. Just so useless. What do I do? Wait until the moment comes to do something. Oh, okay. Because you don't know what to do. You're not going to be able to do anything until we figure it out what to do, and it's probably going to be too late. Like, this is a twisted game right there. You realize it? Oh my god, I'm on fire already. One day you're fine, but very bored. Next day you're on fire and like, what the fuck? How do I run away from all these responsibilities? This 100 shot problem is like, you miss 100 shots that you don't take, but you miss most shots through simple mistakes. Okay. And waste bullets. This is what normally happens, okay? Oh, you don't take no shots at life. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's how life works. I have never seen that example, by the way. People pick up some extreme quotes to embrace. Very extreme. So they literally, you know they don't exist. You know it's not real. What actually happens in reality, you take some shots, and some of them turn out to be mistakes, some of them turn out to be wrong targets or something, some of them waste too many bullets, or in general just waste bullets because there are mistakes. Or like, even though you got the right shot, you don't actually like it to be shot in the end. You're like, whoa, I actually did not intend to do that, so you change your mind about it. Like, it's absolutely crazy to think that you have to set yourself on fire all the time. Like, I have to take shots, man. Gotta take those shots. I don't, honestly. Internet provided me with a lifestyle. Game over, basically. I'm probably not changing my life at this point. Someone else has to step in and say, I am friendly. Wow, and my mind will be blown out because someone just crossed the border. Okay. The border of friendship. Because it's magic. Okay. And unless you learn how to do magic, you don't understand how tough to cross this border actually is. You have to understand, now that I know the influence count, the number, I need a Super Saiyan to cross this border and show me that, like, it's gonna be really tough for me to calculate his power level. But I am calculating my dad's power level, for example, which I will also add. Add my dad. Okay, Link Team Shadow. By the way, get Link Team Shadow just in case he's there for some reason. But he isn't, so Link Team Shadow with my dad. And now Team Shadow is pretty fucking large. Because my dad is pretty large too. Wow, that is not cool, man. Shadow is too strong. How did this happen? I think Alex Jones is big. I wish I knew their power level, but whatever. I can, like, do this. No, I can plagiarize, I guess. D-Trump. Hillary doesn't matter. Prager doesn't matter. Jones doesn't matter. Alex Jones. Steph Fuchs. Shoe apps. Ads. Tinder. Satan. Probably need to, like... I absolutely do. I need a function that does that for me. So we have a bunch of 200s. John's was pretty good. Alex Jones. Actually, I'm very proud of John's then. This is a new channel and, like, he made it to 400. He proved that my system is quite fast at the moment. And that's all that really happened. This guy really took the cake. Took my system to a next level. And I honestly can tell you that I got a lot of influence from the dude. And I can't wait to do more then. And this is so fascinating to me. I'm gonna save it up. But you never know when I get the blue screen of death. that my computer is apparently capable of doing. 3 hours. Now, this is the lengthiest 3 hours ever by far as well. Because I tried 2 times. I got myself into a fight. Pure punishment system. Now, the pure punishment is like the inability to do anything legally without papers or something. For me, that's another punishment system, but technically, you're not rewarded for not doing crime. You're just punished for doing it, but you're not rewarded. You're not motivated not to do it. Besides punishment system, there are 2 ways to, stop certain behavior. You can motivate the positive sides, or you can punish the negative sides. You can also mix these things together, and actually it's a way better system that way if you mix them up. If you motivate people and demotivate people at the same time. And this is why it's actually quite frustrating. I'm strongly motivated to do crime, but not motivated to live a decent life, which is very, very, very sad. But there is motivation for a decent life. Like, society takes care of that. It's like if you look to police and you expect like them to motivate you, no, that's not gonna happen. You should be motivating yourself. That survival is actually a very strong basis on which you stand and spend time to better yourself. So one day you come out of that shit. One day you find an exit out of survival and truly start a life. You don't start a life at survival stage by any means. Don't do it. That is stupid. Start a life whenever it feels like it can start. Literally nothing else can do it. Well, we approached hour number 2. We're doing pretty great. I mean, rank C is good. Sprinkling some Hearthstone content. Nah, that's not good. Hearthstone shit. Get the fuck out of here. 2nd hour. I will take a break now. I'm so fucking destroyed. But how? This is the funniest thing. How am I supposed to take a break? I don't even know what it is. Honestly, I can lay on my bed and like it will feel uncomfortable because I have to switch internet 2 times more than I should. And all of a sudden but I feel so bad. But I know if I go and try and rest, it will feel so much better if I have completed something, So right now we're facing like the doomsday hour, something that I don't want to fully do and don't really have to, but I'm doing it anyways. Let's see what happens. Yeah, black-eyed children are gonna attack me. That's the first thing that's gonna happen. The deck expenses are going down, but I can't afford anything anyways. They're closing down for some reason, by the way. And I think the reason is... No, it's a very simple reason. It's the same fucking thing as I said on my wish list. As the same reason as, like, I'm the Santa. Okay. The things that really help me survive is a fucking tablet. It's like a perfect piece of technology, okay? Phones are great, but what if you make it greater? Wow. Thank you. That's all I want, is just a really fucking fancy tablet. You can connect to cloud, play games, all that shit. Connect your fucking keyboard and mouse if you want to. Turn it into a controller. Just a universal tablet. Please. So we forget about all this stupid race bullshit of like, who has the better console? Who spent more money on consoles? Let's stop the who spent more money on consoles race. It's like, it's getting a little bit ridiculous at this point. Who spent more money? Consoles and games. Because in the end, it's like, who killed most people? That's what money turns into eventually. Money slowly turns into a scam or even death. Because you ignored. You said to yourself like, oh, I can just have the money for my own reasons. But at some point society is gonna snap and be like, what are those reasons again? You're gonna be questioned. And if I didn't set questioned, I have to say it now. Imagine me questioning my dad. And the way I would do it, I would do it in a very simple way. Snap. Question. 10% on the table immediately, so everyone puts 10% of their money. Don't even think about it, okay? So my dad would put 400, I would put like 8. That's what I have. Now it's 7, because I went to shop today. Congratulations, I lost money. So I put $7, let's say dollars. It's euros, but dollars, okay? And then we try and be reasonable. Based on reason, that's what you win. This is actual poker game, by the way. Now that would be a fucking poker game that I would want to play. Stupid kids in my school and my high school, you know, basically guys, were gambling with poker. Like, what do you learn from that? Yeah, it's a very nice game that you can play. Every game is nice because it's interacting and it has gambling and some like twisted elements in there. Like, well, I will figure out how to win this game. No, I will do it. So they invent more and more weird things basically for themselves. That's cool. It is quite difficult to like crack down on how poker really works. It's really hard. But as much as I like it, I think this is so much better. The real cards. The real cards are reasons. Okay? If you want to be nice, if you want to play nice poker, you play with cards that are reasons of why you should have the money instead of everyone else. You know? And it's so much better. It's like fucking enlightenment. Dude, just thinking about it. I would love to play a game like that. And I know I wouldn't just clean the table, but there's a chance I would clean the entire reality, basically. Entire reality. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm very reasonable. Yep. $1 million. Here I come. Thank you for playing the game. Yeah. I don't even know how reasonable I am until I sit down and play the game. It's kind of fucking fascinating. You don't know yourself until you play the game. Until you get yourself challenged. You don't know who you are as a person. Which is why gaming is not terrible. I just hate gamers for wasting their time and not recognizing who they are, you know? Not playing my game. It's definitely not the main game here, but influence is important, and you might want to buy it from me to, like, be more influential. Or to just advertise yourself at first. Maybe be like, just kind of, it's a back and forth battle, obviously. You don't want to outshadow me with your influence. But it really helps. It really helps. Any money that comes my way, I don't just say, oh, you get 500 points of influence. Or like 10 points of influence for every dollar that you give me. Because you're first, your dollars matter quite a bit more. And I'm going to think about it carefully. And you're going to get as much influence as you deserve. As how much I thought about it. I'm trying to be honest and fair. Remain honest and fair. Okay? That's what makes me want to be honest. But the real power of honesty is just, if you remain honest, like, you remain, and honesty comes in so many ways. So, remain good. Now, that doesn't mean that the final game, once the final game shows down, that I'm gonna reach perfection. But the fact that I'm good, while I'm being honest right now, I will graduate in being good. It's almost inevitable. So I'm teasing people with being YouTube CEO. I can probably be it. If I just don't lose some battle and it doesn't scar me to hell. Like, anything can happen, but you can start predicting that I'm not a shitty player. In case my... See, again, I have to bring back the same point. As long as I'm poor, I am immune to a loss. Okay? I can't lose. I'm gonna naturally grow. And this is a survival state. I constantly say to myself, in survival you can't grow. It's impossible. But there is a specific exception to that. Okay, there's another exception, yeah. So what is this? The exception of growing in survival state. This could be honesty, okay? We don't know what that means. Because I can't be honest to everyone. I'm like scared. You know, that's how I feel, really. Sometimes I feel like I don't even understand honesty. So besides me trying to remain honest, that doesn't mean that it's a big deal in survival state, in growing in survival state. But the exception is, I think, maturity. Okay? There's something you can grow in a survival stage. You might not be able to grow yourself, but you might be able to grow your dreams, or your pathway, your race. The moment the gun is shot, and you're not poor anymore, now you have to catch up with everyone else, right? So, this means that once I'm not poor, I have to catch up to society. So for me, I'm not even participating in a race. In a way, I can't. But I have to be supersonic the moment I am out of the cage, basically. The moment people give me attention and I have to run my race. And I feel more and more pressure building up slowly. Because everyone is working their own ways. And maybe it's a very deceptive thing. Or like, I respect a lot of people of how they present themselves, how they manage their lives. That's kind of deceptive in a way. It feels like I don't know the entirety of things because, like, haven't you took too many things for granted? Haven't you not been enough honest? Like, I'm trying to look for your weaknesses to understand how much will I have to catch up. Is it really a long pathway? So while I'm building up speed for the future, I can grow in a survival state. Nothing is happening in my life that can be considered growth. I cannot create a wonderful Tinder profile. I can't overinvest, okay? I just can't do it. Get a girlfriend. Get relationships. No, you don't just get things, okay? Survival state. You try and optimize yourself. Just optimize everything you're doing. There's no escape. It's so dark. It's so cold. Everything you do, you can't keep it. You can get it. You might overinvest it. You might get scammed. It's the scariest thing ever. Someone else has to step in and just break the cage for me. Because, like, obviously, you know, it's pretty obvious. I can at least scream from my cage. And just wait. Just keep screaming. You know? So if anyone asks, some loser, why you making rant videos? You say, shh, he's screaming, okay? That's what you say. Don't give me too many responsibilities, okay? I'm just screaming right now, so I don't hear these fucking losers talking to me. Yeah, we're gonna approach A, but I'm supposed to slow down quite a bit. But it's still going pretty well. I don't know. I get too excited and I'm like, no, I failed anyways. After all, once you reach A, 30 minutes is not good enough most of the time. Doors and walls, we are very separated, by the way. The door game is quite interesting. Respect the door, but don't respect people who go outside. It's a very simple game. People who go outside are doomed to be criticized. Why not? I don't know what special training is, to be honest. Just have to say no. Actually, this is how you do it. Y sign. Why should I care? I don't understand this. Okay. That's better. People waste a lot of time in the comment section. Internet is just full of shit. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people have to be banned. A lot of people are stupid on the internet because they don't open themselves up for conversation. So conversation is a part of my story. And I can't find it actually. Set up for conversation, huh? Discussion, maybe I said? Maybe we can comment. Yeah, every comment you should expect a discussion to spawn. I'll copy this. Whatever. It's gonna steal a point. That's so annoying though. Let's say every commenter. But with every comment, you should expect a discussion to spawn. Means that you have you have said something. Now you are legally liable. Okay, if someone responds, you have to respond. Or you lose all your stupid karma. But because people are not, you know, they don't see the punishment. There you go. We figured it out. There's nothing punishing stupid comments and rewarding effort. So if you reply, that's good. At least you're engaging. You're doing the right thing. Except on Reddit. Reddit's fucking cancer when it comes to rewarding for effort. Haha, funny meme. It rewards speed. It rewards if you can quickly identify what society likes. But that's just a sting. Okay, if you can stab people in the back. Oh, that's interesting. You got me. Haha. Please leave me alone now. Fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Sting attack. I got you. Funny meme. I will not leave you alone now. You know, we're backstabbing ourselves with memes, basically. Oh yeah, that's what I'm interested at. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna subscribble and watch PewDiePie forever. That's what it's gonna be. This is why I don't subscribe to PewDiePie. I think memes are just annoying, but essentially memes almost like highlight the reality of what we are interested at. But it's a completely different reality, basically. It literally exposes us as a society. Exposed through memes. So innocent, right? You laugh, you lose, man. It's the scariest thing, man. It never stops scaring me. You laugh, you lose. The nice vampires. Literally broken down these two things. The meme boys, the ones who know how to make a perfect comment, to which it's very difficult to respond, and the ones who just don't know what comments are for anyway, so they just maximize their stupidity and unleash it on the internet. Internet should be quite a quiet but respectful place, okay? So you scroll down in the comments to actually engage, not to just grab information. That's a little bit of a Google thing to do. I guess Google is gonna die once people want to actually interact. Once YouTube is interactive, Google is dead. There's nothing that rhymes with that, okay? Dead. Detective, okay? See, it rhymes right there. Dead. If. No, it's just dead. Why is that? Because people don't necessarily need a search engine. Weird, right? People actually want searches to be done for them in a way. But that's a wrong way to go by it. The interactive purpose, like Google is trying to teach you something. When you type in a word, you get the result. Congratulations. What that thing is. It's almost like a desperate way to learn. The real way to learn it is through interactive ways. That's why Minecraft is so interesting. It's interactive. And Google does not own Minecraft, because Google does not know what it is. What is Minecraft? Also, what is Minecraft? I don't know, man. Google needs to know what Minecraft is, and they just can't figure it out. What is Minecraft? MatBet. You know what Minecraft is? Can I Google it, please? Can I Google on your feelings what Minecraft is? It's a Lego game. Oh, okay, whatever. Just like what everyone else is saying, so it's completely useless. Fear management. Oh no. 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 Okay? That's how you manage fears. Nope, don't talk about it, because it's literally how you get in trouble for it. Just mention fear, and all of a sudden, you're trying to understand, what is fear? That's exactly what you're not supposed to know, okay? I'm already showing like that tiny bit of fear. So if you want to manage fear, just attach the feeling I don't want to know, because it might be too much for me to handle. Too much knowledge. How does that mean, too much knowledge? That's impossible, right? But it's like it's not interesting enough for you to really be passionate once you learn something. It's going to actually slow you down. So you can start to untangle that fear is not a big deal, but it really doesn't help you in life, so you kind of like, please stay away. That's literally what you ask fear to do, and it probably is gonna be fine. It is gonna be fine when you say it. Obviously, one thing you also have to say to yourself is like, at some points you're gonna have to get into some nasty fights. Just make sure it's peaceful, that you're not going over the board, and you'll figure it out for yourself. It's gonna be better in the end if you do it the right way. You know, obviously, if you're not making a mistake, you can fix a problem. Sometimes, yeah. It is interesting, absolutely. When I pull out TikTok, it triggers me in a bunch of ways. Like the 100% thing is from TikTok. The rich people die 8 hours a day. Because Steve Harvey, if you know him from Jeopardy, the black guy who's kind of invading YouTube as well, he said, like, do you think rich people sleep for 8 hours a day? Are you kidding me? Yes, I think they literally have a lot of free time, and you should shut the fuck up. If you're rich, you transcended into heavens on earth. If you don't actually transcend automatically, then the God is gonna kill you the moment you will transcend to heaven, because like, hey dude, where's your money? It's just gonna keep poking you around. Where's your money? All your self-esteem is that money thing. What is that? Please try and explain. God is just gonna be fucking trolling you for the rest of your infinity, basically. Congratulations. You didn't spend your money for heavenly time. I'm not saying pleasures, because fuck your pleasures, dude. Buy me, and I'll give you all the pleasures in the world. Because I can have pleasures too. Everyone can have it. But it's all about that special time and just relaxing yourself to not caring about anything anymore. It's like, well, nothing matters. I can just fade out and just take all my money and run. Congratulations. But you have to be dying 8 hours a day and sleeping 8 hours a day. And then I'll respect you. Disrespect deadlock. Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Disrespected right there. That's what a deadlock is. Like, I don't wanna. This makes no sense. Okay, and I'm glad. Sometimes I like put something that I was concerned about, but now I'm not. So it wasn't concerning at all. Symptomatic policing is... that is a simp, right? That's a simp right there. Almost a simp, man. Very long simp. Simp. Obviously, we need better observations of what people need, what kind of advices people need. If policing doesn't happen in a general way, if there is no general policing, we don't know when to call Ghostbusters. You know? We don't have the reaction time to call police. If there's one button that you have to press for certain different kinds of emergencies in your smartphone, I can do that. I can learn that. But if I have to type a number and have a SIM card, I can't do it. No. I don't have an app like that. How do you type a number on a tablet? How does that work? You know, it's a fucking stupid thing. You're literally just calling Ghostbusters at this point. People are gonna be dead. If you're just attacking symptoms. I don't know, dude. Ghostbusters. The dead people. It's crazy, right? I don't know what that means, actually, no. How do you outmatch effort? Now I'm fucking tired. I almost like want to pat myself on the back and be like, now I'm free to go, because I will never reach S rank. But I kind of want to know where I'm not supposed to go. The Ghostbuster. That's what police is right now. You know, they will come after the fact, after everything is done. After everything has happened. No matter how fast you are. If you're not policing in general, you're ghost busting. This simply means that police should know how to reduce crime by now. You know, they should have statistics of what to do. They should be trying to do something instead of just symptomatically doing their job. I don't think that's what they're hired to do. But unless they were hired by the government... Oh, wait. Yes, it was. That's the reason why police obviously have to be defunded. Defund police. We can do it now ourselves, okay? If we respect police really much, we can do it ourselves. Don't worry about it, okay? We can do that ourselves. We don't need the government to do it anymore. And we have to push government back. Government will find its own place, okay? Whatever. It's being highlighted. It's like a clown fiesta right there. They will find their stupid place. But we have to keep defunding places that take government funding. But most importantly, you know, the government is taxing us and attacking us and like wants to use police as a military. Oh, taxes are pretty interesting. I want more taxes. Well, that's not how it works. We should be able to fight back, okay? Or at least feel like we can fight back. and repurpose certain things. Take our responsibilities. Can we do police? Absolutely. Now we have, all of us have enough technology to communicate, contact, film videos, capture criminals, all that shit. Just, we should be more welcome to spread that sort of knowledge and spread our net against not just criminal behavior, but good behavior. We need to fight against good behavior, because you're too good to be true, motherfucker. And if it's actually true, well, the fight is gonna be just very satisfying, okay? Fight good people. It's going to be a good fight, okay? You don't want to have a good fight? What's wrong with you, dude? Unless you don't know how to do it, then fucking shame on you. But we have to embrace good people too, and this is the general policing that we need to do. I'm glad, you know, the world is changing, and I know I'm recognizing now these changes, and it takes a lot of work to do it. I know there's going to be a positive message in the end, because this entire rant was a fight by itself. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about? So we have a few survivors, I guess. I can go through that one more time. This is... I said black-eyed children. These are very, very angry children that don't exist. And we just have to let them transcend, explode in anger. Fuck off, man. It's the only thing that can make your eyes black, right? Anger. You blackened your brain. I don't know. Blackened your decision making. It's more of like an opportunity making. Because if I don't know what opportunities I have, I'm angry. That's what happens. So it's a tough spot. I still have a heart of a genius, so I know I keep on adding more and more functionality there. So I do survive in the end. I do get my cage broken. It's a tough challenge. It's fucking weird. How did I end up here? Well, it's random. Randomly selected. Cage monster. Congratulations, that's me. We can talk about money as a scam, because I already touched it, hopefully. I don't think so, actually. Very weird thing when I looked up on Google. 1971 is when fiat currency was pretty much introduced fully, as I am expecting. I hope the date is correct. I don't look up too much data. I just looked, oh, it has a date. I said when fiat currency, and I have a date now. So it has been 45-year period exactly, which is started from 3.1. Every period is 15 years, so you can imagine, like, fiat currency didn't start taking effect until 1975 or some 4 years later, when it's convenient to me. Then it's 25 years there, and then plus 20 years in general. I would say like 1980 would be the time that I am confident with about fiat currency taking effect. But what happened when this entire thing happened? Well, we're gonna talk about it in the most amazing segment. You're not supposed to be in here, Mr. Fiat Currency motherfucker. Yeah, I see you. I see what you did there. So, let's see every reason that it seems like money has been weaponized, basically. Let's find every single reason why and how money has been weaponized. Now, everyone is bashing fiat currency. I don't think that's the real problem here. But it has been a long period since we haven't adopted like a new currency of some kind. And there has been a lot of crashing as well. And now that we adopted coronavirus thing, economy is gonna crash again. And it's almost like super convenient. Why is it not happening? I don't know, maybe someone wants to stab us in the back. I don't even know what economy crashing looks like. I just know that money has been weaponized. And this is not segment saying stupid people. Okay. Mr. Fiat Currency denier, basically. Yeah, thank you. See, it always comes back around. They don't want me here. They don't want me to succeed and understand this stuff. That's a good reason to do it. 20 minutes. Let's fucking figure it out. I already feel super crippled. Money is a big deal. Obviously, you don't want to have too much power, but you don't want to have too little. You don't want to feel like a fucking rat all the time. But in the end, like, smart people lose against stupid people who claim opportunities through action. Stupid people just allow themselves to do a lot of things, and essentially they learn what is important. They don't learn what is smart, what's interesting. Empowered with money so much, they beat smart people. Here in my garage, I have so many books to throw at smart people. Yeah, thank you, Ty Lopez. Very good. Very good job. Yeah, it's just like, I'll just grab your books. Because they're probably pretty fucking cheap anyways. Compared to a Lamborghini. That's what he was bragging about. And he was stupid. That's why he needs to eat books every fucking day. Nobody eats books these days. You eat internet. What else is gonna empower you? You are on the internet, as Ty Lopez, you know. Like, he is advertising. And as well as everyone else, like, you can find financial freedom. Where? I want financial freedom from stupid people. Can I do that? Can I find that? Or are you gonna point a finger and say that, oh, there's so many people who are struggling right now and you're just complaining about bullshit. You're complaining that I'm stupid. Well, at least these people don't have a voice. Because they're stupid. Why would they have a voice in my head? Or influence? You know, I'm doing my thing. And I'm completely outshadowed by their influence of money. It's crazy. It's so annoying. Like, I can't even... I can't have a honest game of... What the fuck? Have a honest game of Hearthstone. Because I don't spend money, right? A honest. Let's say fair. But it's almost like interchangeable words. But it shouldn't be that way. I can't have it fair. But I can at least, you know, I have to be honest with myself of what decks I can afford, what I can't afford, whether my deck is good or not. have to be honest of how unfair it truly is. It's cool. I just have to take a hit and be okay with that. Every single time a legendary comes down and kicks my ass, I have to be okay with that. And guess what? It happens more often than not. Legendaries are just way too dominant in Hearthstone and will keep cranking their power levels. They're insane. They're literally the swing turns. The Deathwing, the Dr. Boom, the Shirvala of Mage Legendary. Just every legendary ever is now a swing turn. Even a legendary deck filled with 30 legendaries is capable of winning a game. So that's scary, because it's not optimized, obviously, to do exactly that, which is win the game. But it can do it, because legendaries don't suck that much. Oh wait, the person that I saw play 30 legendary deck played Mage, which is Highlander Mage by default. But, yeah, Highlander Mage is just cancer of Hearthstone. It's the worst invention ever. As well as just Highlander decks in general. Why? Why did they exist? I'm scared. Why are some Highlander decks exist and some don't? Why some of them get support and some don't? But whatever, I don't want to dig into that. It's fucking boring now. I need to understand what fiat currency is. It's almost like a... It's a period. It's a period introduced, completely new. Fiat currency shows up and like creates a peace, but it's not peaceful. Okay. Capitalism plus overpopulation equals war. So someone figured out, and I hope I didn't repeat myself, because it's a big point. But someone figured out that if you just make babies, too many babies, and establish capitalism, which is fiat currency, somehow linked with that, basically you're capable of printing money. That's probably what happened, right? Banks have allowed themselves to print infinite money. But the reason why they allow themselves to do it is that it's a trick. Because the higher the population, the more money should be floating around, right? We need more money for more people. But essentially banks like, oh, we can just do it infinitely anyways, whatever. We can just trick people. And we started a new economic war, basically. It's not World War anymore. You can forget about those. The world has changed quite a bit since then. And now we're fighting a completely different... Well, it started with the Cold War, obviously. It's around this period anyways. And people realize, oh, we just need to build bigger and bigger cities and do crazy and crazier stuff. Using bigger and bigger population as well. So enslave as many people as possible. So maximize profits and maximize death as well. But in order to do that, you also have to maximize the population. Like, maximize everything. Maximization. Okay, that's cool. So that's what happened with the fiat currency. What's the definition? It's like, it's pretty much infinite. It pretty much has no value, potentially, because banks are allowing themselves to have a power of dishonesty whenever they want. And call it quantitative easing or something. What the fuck are you talking about? They're just trying to run away from the word inflation, which also means devaluing money, making Venezuelan money basically at this point. Anytime they want, they can do it. But they don't seem to like find reasons to do it at the same time. You always have to be reasonable before you start a war, right? Because at some point you're going to become an enemy easily. So, while banks found the reason, and they might still find a reason whenever we economically like crippled somehow. If they just throw money everywhere around and turn it into a challenge, it would still kind of work. But you can see how desperation evolves in a way. Or rather, it finds new ways. Money finds new ways to be injected to society. Okay, you can't just print money sometimes. You also have to know how to inject it to society. If printing is too easy, then you know the other processes are getting more and more complicated. The same way, just because we automated something doesn't mean society is also pretty much automated, and you have to think less in society. No, it's still just as complicated to survive. Nothing really changed since jungle times. The only thing that changed is that you as a body is more protected from dying. But it's not protected from dying. Well, totalization, okay? Your body is protected from totality, but not death. So if you make a suicide, people just think, oh, you just made a wrong choice, obviously. And it's quite true, because you want to be more influential than suicidal. I mean, almost stands on opposite sides versus right and wrong. So, influential over suicidal. Make sure you know that. This is why most smart people are just not suicidal, and they say it, that they're not. But that doesn't mean that you're totally not suicidal. That you're totally good at dodging bullets, basically. If someone shoots you, someone has been suicidal for you. You know, it's a terrible thing to happen, but you still have to take some blame for it because you fucking died. You know, like something terrible happened to you. But whoever shot you also has to take the blame. I'm sorry, you can't run away from justice and from people wanting to know things. Running away is the worst thing you can do. But who knows? I don't know that. Don't quote me on that, I'm not gonna turn it into a point. Because I don't know how society works at all. I don't think it exists. Just like women don't exist. You know, you will have to make... The reason why I said at some point growth is important. My parents wanted to see me grow. And I'm like 200 years old because I'm a virgin. See, the less experience you have, and this is what makes me fast to begin with. So, as a 200-year-old, once I'm out of the cage, I should be pretty fast. I should be super skilled, and I should be able to just like, okay, I need this, give me this, and it's just blah, 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 you just go through. It's almost like imagine an infinite power level spotlight is given to me, and everyone is nice to me, and they will give me things for free all of a sudden. But I have to get somewhere. I have to get somewhere in a specific amount of time, and I'm like, fuck! That's crazy. So I have to be at least super in love, basically, if that happens. In love. The final round of Infinite Spotlight. Okay, you're spotlighted. Go, run, do your fucking thing, stop time, whatever it takes to get to your destination. But you have limited amount of time because people are getting angrier and angrier, more and more impatient, more and more realizing that the thing is so twisted. Because every time like I open my heart and start a project, things start twisting around and like, fuck. If this keeps on forever, I'll be dead. Oh man, I'll be dead. But spotlight basically means this person has to be respected by any means. And so you're very scared of what happens when the spotlight leaves you. That's what kind of twists everything. It's like if you make any wrong moves, it's going to contribute to that. To not knowing what's going to happen when a switch happens. But mostly nothing happens. You just have to reach your destination or fail to reach it and just come back. It's fine. It's fine either way, basically. I've experienced this already. I went through all the training, literally just... It's almost like graduation process was also a double graduation process. It's like, now just sit here and survive. Okay, thank you very much. Not easy though. Not fucking easy. Look how much effort I have to pour in. Effort outmatched, that's what it is. So 4 minutes I definitely can't do. Can't reach the top of the mountain. I reached my top of the mountain, which is the final round simulation in my head. It's cute. But again, I'm in survival round as well right now, meaning that I don't know what's gonna happen. What's happened next? I don't know. I'm not secure enough. I still have to struggle to adapt, and that's annoying fucking garbage. What else do we have? What else do I have? No, I do want to finish this as soon as possible, so... As the 4 minutes are out, I'm out, boys. So Fiat Currency, really annoying type of system. One thing I know, anytime I RuneScape, it's less of a scam than real money. This is the last thing I know. I'm going to talk a little bit about this, just to convince you. Than real money, the fiat currency. So, money can be influenced in a lot of ways. If you can't just trade easily, like if I saw someone struggle with the PayPal donation, and someone can start scamming the PayPal donation problem, causing problems to PayPal. That's nasty, dude. How does that even happen? How do you secure transactions? Maybe you don't need to worry about it. Maybe all you have to do is just trust RuneScape to do it. I don't know, it's a very wacky concept that a simple game can just open you up with safe transactions. How would that even work? But it's a software. It works. It just fucking works, man. What if their servers get hijacked? Oh, that's scary then, actually. I never thought about it. But why are they not being hijacked right now? We just slowly cook the frog, basically, until it becomes problematic. Meaning that, actually, it's more like a blowing the bubble situation. You want to test if it pops. If it pops, we reset, we go back and try again. So basically, RuneScape money is supposed to, or any kind of game's money, whatever we choose as a society, it's supposed to grow in value. And then we decide that it's going to be a trading system for more and more people over time. More and more people trusted, it continues growing in value. And then it's like Bitcoin, people start investing into it, which blows the value even more. But at some point it becomes stagnant. But it won't become stagnant if it's a good currency, if people really like it. And it really works, and there's no hacking happening. So, but that's what it's supposed to be about. There should be always a backup save file. You know, just like banks are kind of bankups. Bankups of your money. That's what it is. They should always have a backup of your money. But banks, that's it. Oh, I missed it. But yeah, banks should have a backup of your money, so it cannot be stolen easily. Your credit card could be stolen and become like inconvenience to you. If something turns into inconvenience, it's also a loss of money or time or whatever. But I think RuneScape is just so hard to steal away from. The only thing that it's lacking is the physical existence in a physical realm, just like Bitcoin is lacking that. We all wish it was that, but also we kind of want to get rid of that at the same time. We have adopted credit cards, but credit cards are so old now. It's incredible. But yeah, the fact that you can take out money and like turn it into physical material that someone can steal, that is incredible. But even it can be stolen in non-physical forms as well. As like, again, I bring up PayPal as a problem. That someone was able to scam through PayPal. Even my job was unbearable because PayPal was completely removed as an option to people. It was too scammy, and I trusted PayPal so much. Like, why PayPal? Why? You're too popular to fail. That's not cool, man. Too popular. We're too reliant on PayPal not to fail. But so is money failing alongside of the most popular forms of transaction. Money itself is failing. And who knows what the solution is. I don't have an X. I just have a whisper. Whisper, boys. I didn't get into God mode and just crushed it. I'm sorry about that. I don't have a solution. But I'm always going the right way. So eventually we'll get there. Just you wait, toilet paper of RuneScape. I'll make you valuable again. I don't know when I will open RuneScape on my computer. It's almost open. I'm almost trading gold again. But I hope it saves my fucking life, because right now, if you look up RuneScape 3 gold price, I always check this out. It's quite low right now and it kills me. I look up food constantly. 65 is pretty low. Used to be 90. And coronavirus case. I guess people are not interested in playing the game while it has nothing new to offer and it's school time. Okay, fine. School time, fine. It's almost like... But I would never buy RuneScape money. I can only generate it. And just wait for the right moment to sell it. If I'm not desperate enough, I can wait. That's how markets work, in a way. Through desperation. Through all kinds of manipulation. Yeah, there's the level of deception and desperation. If people can make you desperate enough and you're gonna sell low, that's when they got you, basically. And right now, it's definitely the time of desperation, I think. People are trying to sell out. And escape RuneScape. Nah. Fuck you, assholes. This is... If I was rich, I would invest a little bit into RuneScape all of a sudden. Just a little bit. For funsies. Because as a rich person, I have way too much time on my hands. That has to be wasted. So I can't just waste it all on RuneScape. I'm sorry. Maybe 1 day amount of money. 1 day. Invested into RuneScape. Yeah, it would depend on influence. This is literally a roadmap for a rich person. Oh, you want to know where to invest? Well, congratulations. You have me. The influence guy. The one who sits on it and wastes his time because there's nothing to do when you're in a cage. Fuck yeah, dude. Alright, thank you guys for watching. It was me, the angry guy, turning into a little kitty in the very end because I'm so happy the rant is finally over. Bye-bye.